Welcome to the first episode of the New Age Marketing Podcast. My name is Matt Harriman, and I'm here with
Lilliard.
and our podcast is about digital marketing. We help small business owners who are used to doing traditional marketing, who want to make the leap into digital marketing. And we know how daunting it may seem when you hear the word digital marketing. There's so many different components to it. Technology as a whole is advancing every single day. And that's why we're here to provide you the latest news, the stories you want to hear from successful small business owners who use digital marketing to grow their business, and just ultimately help you make that transition from traditional marketing to digital marketing. And in the next 20 years or so, digital marketing is going to it's going to go from being something that's pretty essential to you have to have it, otherwise your business is gone. And we know that as young people, because the young consumer needs digital marketing. Would you agree with that, Lily?
100%. If you don't have that, then your presence isn't known.
Exactly. And there's, like I said, so many different parts to digital marketing. And before we get into some value and how you can actually start doing digital marketing today, let's introduce ourselves. Why should you listen to Matt and Lily? Well, I got into digital marketing when I was in school, and this was during COVID. I got on YouTube and I was just watching some videos, and I came across videos on marketing, and I fell in love. I love marketing. Some people, they don't like marketing. It's kind of like an accountant where some people hate numbers. Some people love numbers so much they want to do them for a living. Same kind of thing with marketing. And Lily's on the same page for sure. And Lily and I we're both in the content department here at Bloomerang Solutions, where we help small business owners dominate online. Lily, what's your story?
Essentially, I also, during COVID, started reevaluating my job career. I was in the service industry, and once I saw that downturn, I really started needing to think about the next steps for myself.
Mm.
And I really thought about it, and being in the digital age is going to be the next steps for everybody in this world. And so I started thinking about affiliate marketing, and I started making the next few steps to really hone in on what marketing meant for me. And I found myself with Bloomerang Solutions, and now I am a content director within there also.
And as we transition into this digital age where digital marketing is essential, there's going to be multiple types of small business owners, or how small business owners react to seeing this. One of those, I'm going to actually give you guys a story. I completely made this up, but it's going to get my point across. So
Yeah.
let's say there's a guy named Mike, right? And he owns a detailing company. He hates the idea of digital marketing, and he doesn't believe in it, and he won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. He's one of those guys that's just like, digital marketing is a scam. Marketing should be done in person. It's all about conversations, which is true, but it's just about a different format. And let's say he's talking to a friend, let's call him Tim, and he's skeptical of digital marketing, but he decides to give it a try. And within a month, he starts driving traffic to his website, and he starts making sales for his small business. So, what this story tells us is you can't completely reject the idea of digital marketing. Digital marketing is the future, and right now, like if I was a small business owner, what I would do is I would just give it a shot. Because if you don't give it a shot now, and as we move into this new era of marketing, there will be a couple different types of business owners, as there is for any kind of adapting in the marketplace. For example, Blockbuster, they refuse to adapt, and as a result, they're out of business now. But I'll give you guys a little story that I made up about two business owners. Let's say there's one guy named Mike, and let's say he owns a detailing company. He cleans cars, and he hates the idea of digital marketing, and he does not believe in it at all. He won't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Kind of like those old door knocking style.
Exactly. Yeah, and he's like, my methods are tried and true. They work. But the truth is, they're not going to work in 10 years. So then we have his friend. Let's call him Tim. Tim is skeptical of digital marketing, but he decides to give it a try. And within a month, he's driving traffic to his website and he's making sales. And Tim and Mike have a lunch together and they're both talking about business. And Tim is telling Mike about the results he's getting, and Mike just feels like trash because he passed up on an amazing opportunity, and he probably is going to be reconsidering getting into digital marketing since he's seen it work for somebody that's almost exactly like him, assuming they're both in the detailing industry. But the main idea I'm trying to get across with this story is just give digital marketing a try. Digital marketing is no different from regular marketing. It's just the new channel, and channels change. I'll go back to the example I gave about Blockbuster. People consume movies now by streaming. If Blockbuster had changed to Netflix's business model, which they actually, if you didn't know, they did have the opportunity, Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy out Netflix for $50 million in, I think it was 2000, and
Really?
the offer was actually rejected. They thought it was a terrible idea to buy the company. And funny enough, 5 years later, they started losing stores, and in 2011 they were bankrupt, and Netflix is now a $180 billion company. So that story just goes to show exactly why you should adapt, or at least try to adapt, because you'll see the signs when digital marketing truly starts to take over, where traditional marketing stops or starts to not work, and digital marketing starts to become the main way to do marketing. And there's probably going to be some other kind of marketing, like AI marketing or something at that point. But you'll see the signs. But if you get in on it early, you'll be able to reap the rewards, and you'll have things set up in 20 years when it's crucial.
And I think just keeping an open mind to this is really important, because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of business owners, their business tactics, marketing tactics have worked, but there's this shift now where it's not working, it's not as effective, and you're not able to have that reach into a new clientele that digital marketing does have the potential to unlock. So if this story resonated with you at all with Tim and Mike, we have had over 400 successful stories with our clients, with our digital marketing secrets that are going to help you grow your business, especially small businesses entering this digital marketing world.
So you may be asking, how exactly can I get into digital marketing? And I'm sure you've watched videos on digital marketing before. Most of those videos, you and I both know, are just nerds talking to other nerds. They're not practical. They don't break things down in an easy to understand way. That will be our main goal for this podcast. So without further ado, let's get right into the beginner's guide to digital marketing. So Google is the number one platform for small brick and mortar businesses like yourself to drive traffic. When people search lawyer near me, doctor near me, how well your listing is designed affects exactly how high you come up. So Google provides you with analytics that will show you exactly how many leads you're getting online. So it's not really a guessing game. And there's two types of ways to advertise on Google, one of which is by not paying them, one of which is by paying them. These are called organic marketing and paid marketing. So on Google, like I was saying about how optimizing your listing affects how high you come up, when it comes to organic, this is what it is. So people that just search the name of your business, people that search lawyer near me and they click on your listing, people that you aren't paying for them to visit your website and they just do. That's organic. And the way that we do this for our clients is by optimizing their profiles. Now, like we were saying before, how well your listing is designed affects how high you come up on a search. We optimize that because we know exactly what Google needs in order to put you at the top. What exactly is an advantage and what is going to bring your listing down. And we do that for our clients. Some of those things are, these are going to sound complicated from a bird's eye view, but in episodes, we're going to go more in depth on these. One of which is your primary category, the images on your profile, having Google updates, hours, products. It gets very complicated, but we will have a complete episode dedicated to this sometime in the future, so don't worry. And another way that you can drive traffic, and you may have heard of it, is called pay per click. Now, this is where you pay to rank higher, and that will drive traffic to your listing because you're ranking higher. But you have to pay per person who clicks on your link. Neither strategy is better, just depends on what you're looking for, but that's essentially a bird's eye view to marketing on Google.
The next thing I want to talk about is the importance of a social presence. So imagine you as a customer are looking to take your boss to a really nice restaurant. You're hoping to get that promotion. So you're looking for a nice steakhouse, something like that. And if this doesn't go well, you're probably not going to get that promotion. So you finally find a nice restaurant and you start doing some research just to make sure that this is going to be a good setting, what their menu's like, but all you come across is a Facebook link for this restaurant. There's not even really a website. And this Facebook page is old, outdated. There's no information or pictures about the place. You don't know if you're walking into an old dungeon, a diner style. And so this will lead to possibly a lost customer because you don't have that information updated for yourself.
Exactly. And this is only going to get more important as younger generations become the older generations. Because you may own a restaurant, like let's say you own Dad's Steakhouse, right? You own the steakhouse and you probably don't have a lot of teenagers and 20-year-olds coming to the steakhouse. It's primarily older people. But as those older people become millennials, you're going to run into a problem. Because Lily and I both know, as young people, that if we saw this, we're not coming to your restaurant. That's not happening. We're going somewhere else. It's that important. And you may think because you don't value it as a, if you're a bit older and you run a small business, you may not see the importance of it because when you go to a restaurant, you don't look at social media and Google before you go. But the truth is, younger generations do look at social media and your website. And if it doesn't look nice, especially if you own a luxury restaurant or any kind of luxury service, you're going to be losing customers because you don't portray that online.
And just saying for myself, if I can't repost a page or tag a location for my social media, it's automatically off my list of what I want to post about.
Exactly. Yeah, that's very true. The same thing goes for me. So thank you so much for listening to this episode, the first episode of the New Age Marketing Podcast, and we'll see you in the next one.
We'll see ya.